Yes, 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 yes. What's up, everybody, man? Make sure you log on to doggiedimondstv.com. That is my official website. So if you're looking, if I dropped any content, I ain't seen them on or whatever, it's on doggiedimondstv.com officially. That is my official website. That is my website. That is mine. Also, have you heard about this $100 promo deal that I'm running? If not, let me give you some details really, really quick. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. You must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products, your music, your t-shirts, whatever you got. Whatever you got, I can help you bring more awareness to your products for only $100. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. And if you need, if you need help with your social media growth, your brand clarity, your organic supporter building, your rollout strategy, your product management, and your monetization strategy, to hit up at Coach Kendaka on Instagram, DM, serious inquiries only. And this is for artists, podcasters, business owners, and content creators alike. She can help you with all those services. Just make sure you hit up at Coach Kendaka on Instagram. Tell her I sent you. Serious inquiries only. Let's go. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Walking past me, you need to tiptoe. Cause I don't think you know what you went for. You better walk on eggshells, I ain't been well. Ain't no cure for the sick though. Tiptoe.
We got Axeman in the building. Alucard Life is in the building. CEO Falcone, what's up? Nate Jackson, I see you. Minnesota Money Boss is in the building. Down by law, by birthright. That's Big Bronx right there. We got Tell J in the building. We got Sticky Finger in the building. Shad Northside, what's up? Curtis Penn, I see you. Yes. Yes. I'm here. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Cause I don't think you know.
Oh, we gonna get into some talk tonight.
Walk on eggshells, I ain't been
Convo with Upstate, what's up? Yo, niggas better tiptoe, man. Tri-State Sean, what's up? I see you. If you new here, make sure you hit the like button. City Boy Floyd, what's up? This twice today, bro. We lit today. Shout out to my brother Hocus 45th. Shout out to my brother S1. Shout out to the Harris family. Shout out to Castle Hill, Soundview.
If you walking past me, you need to tiptoe.
We big Bronx in it tonight. You know I'm Brooklyn, but we in the Bronx tonight.
Walk on eggshells, I ain't been well.
Gonna have some real talk. I need the shares up and I need the likes up for this. This gonna be something, this gonna be one of the ones. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Just give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Promise you. I ain't gonna keep you long. I'm at like 14,000 steps today too.
I'm sick of this shit. So
Telling you, I'm sick.
I'm sick of this shit. So I'm sick of this shit. So you better tiptoe. You need to tiptoe. I'm sick of this shit. So schizo, ready to flip. You need to tiptoe. I'm sick of this shit. So schizo, ain't no cure.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Next look, next step on my foot. Next smart ass remark, next spot I can't park, next job denial, next fake ass smile, next bump on a walk past, I'm on a warpath.
Yes. What's up, everybody? I'm here. This is Doggie Diamonds. Shout out to you to Tiger in the building. OG Bobby Johnson, 8993. Yo. I sent the Hulk. I did some fire artwork with you. So the other day I got a DM by somebody that I didn't know. When I get DMs by people I don't know, I get a little disturbed because what are you DMing me for if you're not following me? But it was something about a drop your flag challenge. I didn't really look into it, But the account that they sent it from, I don't rock with that dude. So I didn't even look into it. And I kind of like snapped on it like, yo, get that up out of here. I didn't pay attention that was my bro, Hoke. I just looked at where it was coming from. And I was like, yo, don't send me nothing from that person. So that was the exchange. But as time went on, in the last couple of days been happening, I've been seeing this challenge. Now, when I first saw the Drop My Flag challenge, I'm like, I'm not a part of a street organization, so it kind of don't apply to me. But then I thought of the bigger picture, and I thought, that's Jeezy, BWB in the building. That's the bro right there. Then I thought about, damn, this is a big cause right here. Let me tell you why this is a big cause. First and foremost, let me qualify what I'm talking about, and I'll let the man speak for himself of what the Drop Your Flag challenge is. So if I could bring my bro Hoke on the screen, he could tell you what it is because he's qualified to talk about it. So let me do that really quick if I can. Let's go into this.
Ever since I publicly renounced the game, a lot of brothers been hitting me up like, yo, Hocus, I support what you're doing. I love it. Congratulations. I want to do the same. I just don't know how.
Let's go.
Here's how. I'm going to tell you how. We're going to do it together. I'm starting a Drop My Flag challenge. And for all the brothers that want to do it, that been hitting me up, or that didn't even say nothing to me, I'm going to need y'all to step forward and put your best foot forward and, you know, take that leap and lead the way. Because there's y'all got a lot of influence. I know because I speak to y'all. Y'all got a lot of influence. And a lot of brothers follow y'all down this path. If y'all just lead them down it. They just don't want to be judged. And it's okay. It's okay to not want to be judged, to be something for so long and not want to let it go. It's okay. But you gotta know what's good for you and what's not. And we all know. We all watch every single day. Every single day we watch it play out. There's never ending cycle of Ricos, conspiracy, murder. Gotta stop. It start with us. This is the time. This is the era to do it now. In the era of viral social media, where a post like this could get shared, and I need y'all to share it around the world, and to show the world that all the big homies from these gangs is dropping the gang and saying we dropping our flags. And this is how you do it. I renounce the gang, and I stand in solidarity, unified under brotherhood. That's what it's about, brotherhood. So we stand unified in solidarity under brotherhood. And I do want to give a shout out to my brother 730. Thank you. My brother 730 gave me this idea. He gave me this idea, man. Me and 730 go back, bro. We was on Rikers Island together fighting for our life. So all the real solid brothers that's watching me do what I do, they know like, nah, that's a real one. And he's right. And y'all know I'm right. Go look at your, go. I want you to do me a favor. Go watch your little sister come back and forth from school. Watch her do her homework. Go look at your daughter, right? Don't say nothing to them. Just watch her run around the house, and as soon as you come through the door, jump on your arms, Daddy. Go watch your mother as she walk back and forth from the grocery store. Cook dinner. Just want to come home and watch her television shows. And you tell me, is there anything out there that's more important than staying home, focusing on protecting that family? That's what it's about. And you know the answer is there is nothing more important than that. So whatever agenda the gang got going on, it's going to lead to a path of destruction. We know that. It's going to lead to a RICO. We know that. So this is the Drop My Flag challenge. I need y'all to make this go viral. And I need y'all to participate. Salute.
Wow. That's big. Let me tell you why that's huge right there, because what he's doing and what he's saying, you could actually lose your life for that. For him trying to incite a lot of people to get out of that, you could lose your life for that. So this is very dangerous. So him always under investigation, always losing stuff. You even if, let's put it like this. Even if he's the sacrificial lamb in this and they trying to catch him for different stuff, he's inciting other people to leave it alone. Because we have to be honest, it has not benefited us the way when people was joining the street organizations, they thought it was. It has not benefited us. It has been very, very destructive. And as you can see on the page, shout out to my man, China Brim. OG Shabazz, a lot of people are jumping on the thing that he called for, and these are a lot of reputable dudes that I'm seeing that's dropping a flag. So let me show you. These are dudes giving their testimony, dropping a flag. You know, so it's difficult to do this, because when you do this, and I see brothers with scars on their face, dudes who might have got hurt, Ice-T supporting it, OG Shabazz, China Brim, like I said. I seen Styles P in the comments. I seen a lot of people in the comments. My gosh, Shooter. A lot of people in the comments supporting this, man. This is tough. Because what Hope just did, and I know at one point Hope ranking and what he doing, it's dangerous to do this. It's dangerous for guys to drop their flag. It's dangerous to say, yo, I renounce gang life. It's dangerous. It take a lot of bravery to do that, but it take more bravery for you to keep your ass in the house and stay away from it. So Hocus is doing this, right? And it's picking up steam. And I like, you know, this is something positive, because we all say we want the community this, we want the community this. So now we have something that we could all get behind, right? And promote and talk about and share. Drop My Flag Challenge. Many of you who might be in the street organization, you might not want to be, but you don't have no out. Here goes the out. But of course, everybody is not happy about seeing black dysfunction waking up and wisening up to the dysfunction, because there's so many people who capitalize off of our dysfunction. Their whole platform is built around our dysfunction. So as we have this dysfunction and they're making millions off our dysfunction, this will cripple them. And strangely, these people have gigantic platforms. Strangely, these people have platforms who can use their influence to mock and laugh at our efforts when we trying to help one another, when we're trying to say, yo, we tired. And this guy has made millions off our dysfunction, who started out interviewing artists and doing things with artists, which, you know, I didn't have no issue with. But when the dysfunction started becoming more profitable, this is what it became.
I just want to say to all the people out there, I ain't gangbanging no more. I've been GDBD Vice Lord for a long time now. Been doing battle with my ops, done battle with the police, put in work in the jails, but I decided I needed to change my life. Ever since the big homies caught me playing with my booty hole, they've been extorting me, $20K a month. I can't live like this no more, man. It's too expensive, and I'm ready to just be me. So I encourage everybody out there to do the Drop My Flag challenge and just and live your truth on the dead homies. So yeah, gangbanging is out. Carrot and myself is in. Peace.
You know what's crazy is when you brought your bitch ass hunking Dorian ass to the Bronx, even though you fuck with Whack 100 and I don't.
So I'm not even going to get into all of that. Shout out to Hoke. You see, anytime we make an effort, because that's COINTELPRO right there. That's what you, that's if you, I mean, all of us are too young to know about COINTELPRO because it was before our time. That is COINTELPRO at its finest. They will do anything to deter us from saying, yo, bro, I love you. Yo, bro, I ain't even worried about that stupid shit no more. Yeah, I took some losses. Y'all took some losses. I just want to live my life. Anytime we do something positive that we deem to be positive, that's for us. This this dude is from New Hampshire. New Hampshire. You could put all them tats on yourself. You could get the vernacular. You could get the jargon. You could do all of that. But the dude is from New Hampshire and has made a shitload of money from our dysfunction. And I'm not going to solely blame him because we add on to it. We ingest it and we internalize it. But he profits from it. That's some devil shit right there. That's the devil. So when they say the devil is busy and you think it's some dude with horns and pitchforks, that's the devil being busy. I know what Hoke is doing right now, what some of these brothers is going to do, they could really get harmed for that, I promise you. You cannot drop your flag. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. You can't do it. You can really, really be harmed for doing that. And right now, he could go live, and I could be talking about something like this, and he will have 15,000, 20,000 people watching Black Dysfunction. But if we try to talk about coming out of that, there is no audience for that. So we got to start blaming us now. Because he just doing what devils do. Cause confusion amongst the righteous people, or those trying to walk the righteous path, or those saying, I'm tired of being tired, so I'm going to drop my flag. I'm going to denounce the gang. I'm going to renounce my status in the gang. But they want to watch our dysfunction. So if I could, let me attempt to get Hoke on the phone. Let me attempt to get him on the phone, if I may. Yo, Hoke, I'm live on YouTube. What's going on, bro?
Oh, shit. What's going on? Hold on one second, right?
All right.
Let's step outside.
Okay. I got Hocus 45th live on the phone. The Drop My Flag challenge. It's a challenge. So whether you rep that blue, that red, that yellow, that black, not black.
That shit was good, bro.
Yo, so Hoke, I got you live on the jack. This is normal for us. How dangerous is it what you attempting to do?
Well, how dangerous it is for me.
Uh-huh.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How dangerous is it for dudes to drop their flag?
In 2025 is not as dangerous as dudes seem.
Okay.
So a lot of homies and dudes from different gangs, whether Blood, Latin King, Crip, they hitting me up and they want to do it. And I'm becoming like I want to say a psychiatrist, sort of like a mentor to that, right? Because they asking me how do they go about it. So I'm telling them, call your big homie. I guarantee you he'll be okay. And so just last night, it was a Paru homie. The Paru homie is actually from Jersey, but he be out in LA. And he was, I coached him through him. I was like, I said, I guarantee you. Tell him this, blah, blah, blah. He hit him up and he told him. And the Paru homie seen what I'm doing and told him like this. I see what bro doing. I don't understand it yet, but you got my blessings. And he just wanted to make sure, I got family out there. I ain't nothing gonna happen to me. They got my blessings. 9 times out of 10, the homie's gonna let you go, especially if you want to walk out, because no big homie really wants to keep somebody who don't want to be there anyway.
Right.
first thing you're gonna think is like, man, this nigga might snitch and be alive. He don't want to be a part of the gang. Who's, you know what I'm saying? If he even get caught up in something.
Right.
But secondly, that's some real ignorant shit. That's some shit that niggas get from movies. Another instance I had posted on my Instagram was I saved a little non-Trey homie. This is last year. I saved a little non-Trey homie. He was 15 years old. I saved his life. My bro called like, yo, little homies. They didn't understand, so they was gonna kill him. They was. So I called one of the homies. He called the big homie. He's like, well, we don't do that. And ain't nobody supposed to be bringing nobody to the gang anyway. The books is cool. These little niggas is out of line.
Right.
These little niggas ain't got no guidance. That ain't even a rule. That's not even something that's on paper or nothing. You die if you leave us. That's not what it is.
Right.
So it's something to talk about. 'Cause I know a lot of people's asking that question, and I'm glad you just asked that. But that's not what it is. That's not a thing. Like if you leave the game, you're gonna die. No, but what the proper way to do it would be to consult with your bros, especially your big homie who brought you in, and your homies around you. Like, yo, look, I want to do something else in my life. I don't want to do this no more. I want to put it down, man, and focus on, something more productive and positive. However you're gonna say it, right? And I guarantee you, man, you might influence someone else to follow you. Your big homie might even be like, damn, he right. But I guarantee he's gonna let you go. I promise you that.
Right.
I know.
Because I could say in 2025, bro, like a lot of dudes is just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, man, it's over. Like, these dudes is tired, man.
Hey, look, yo, you ain't lying, bro. I want to give a big shout out to the big bro Shaquille.
Oh, yes.
You don't know who that is.
Fort Greene Finest.
Yes, a co-founder of Bloods in New York City. So everybody that's repping Bloods, any Bloods that on the East Coast, he is a founder of Blood, period. He just put out a big public service announcement saying that he co-signed what I do, and that means so much. Even though, bro, he's been out of the, on inactive, doing positive things. But for him to even put his voice out there in support of what I'm doing, it just shows everybody that, oh shit, the person who started Blood,
First generation. First generation.
is saying what Hocus is doing is right. So,
Nah, I always feel like, your evolution and your growth, because what type of time we met each other on. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is on nigga time. And so the growth and elevation, just manhood, we just gotta keep growing and elevating. And I respect what you said. Like, yo, give the LA dudes, they give it back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it maybe it should have never got here. You know what I'm saying? Because we did used to make fun of them, though. You remember that. We used to make fun. Like, these niggas banging colors and all that. And then that shit hit us hard, man. That shit hit us hard. Before I go, what do you think Adam is attempting to do?
So what I think Adam is attempting to do?
Yeah.
I find it ironic, man, that this guy did that. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's a trending topic, right? So they're gonna talk about it. And they're gonna attempt to try to downplay it, disrespect it, him and whack, and I feel like they should be on the other side of helping it more than trying to harm it, because he said something ridiculous. He said, I don't even know how he feel comfortable to say this. He said, "Oh, okay, well, that's cool, but we don't do that in LA, huh?" He said we.
He from New Hampshire though.
Bro, he's not a gangster. What do you mean we don't do that?
Right.
You ain't in these gangs. We don't do that in LA. You ain't us.
Right.
What is you talking about? Colonizer? Don't call him colonizer. Call him colonizer.
Right.
Because we know how he get down. But yeah, he's now he's, big salute to Styles P. Styles P is frontlining this shit more than the homies. That shit is so. That's my brother, man.
Right.
Shout out to Styles P, man. He going in right now. He going in post after post. Like, nah, what y'all doing is wrong. How you going? You see Hocus trying to, push this movement. How you gonna come and try to mock this thing right here that could save lives? That is saving lives.
Right.
Brothers is actually walking away from the gang. Something that we all preached about. Where the OGs? Where the OGs that could stop these youngers from joining gangs? I'm right here.
Right.
I'm right here, and I'm telling them to stop doing it. And where the homies at? Where the people? Where is the activists at? Where the activists at? I don't want to say no names, but where y'all at?
Right.
How y'all not supporting this? Black Lives Matter, what the fuck y'all?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
I got you. So, yo, you know, like I said, you know, I love you to death, bro. I'm gonna holler at you later on. I'm gonna send you this artwork because it's fire. We gonna make this artwork go viral too. I did something incredible. But I appreciate you. You know, I always support your efforts. So I told you, I called you. I said, yo, I got to do a show about this. You know, we gonna make this go viral, man. We definitely gonna stand behind this. The chat is rocking with you, and that's what it is. I holler at you later on.
All right, bro. All
Yep,
right, bro.
yep, peace. So that was Hocus. All right, he gave me some insight. So if you feel like you could if you feel like you want to walk away, you can walk away. There is no consequence. The best thing that he said is because he's one of the big guys he's actually a part of he was a part of what he was a part of. And he just said, hit your big homie, tell him that you tired of it and you want to do something different with your life. You don't no longer want to stand in front of the store. You no longer want to do things with colors. You no longer want to do certain things. You ready to change your life. You you want out. And that's it. That's it. And see what happens. And hit up Hocus. His Instagram is Hocus 45th. Roll call. Let me get it for you directly so I make sure that I'm not messing up. So we got one of them is roll call 45th. And then it's definitely Hocus 45th. Look at my people in the comments. We got Poe Rilla, that's my bro. D-Dub, that's from the block. Tribe Gangster. I just see all my family in the comments. He going, look at Adam. Who the F is Hocus 45th? Y'all got me beefing with a dude I never heard of. But you got the same hashtag. See? Beasley in the comments. A lot of people. China Mac in the comments. Damn. This is just real nasty. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty. But, you know, again, this is a time for us to take a stance. Even if you're not a part of a street organization, just do the hashtag every now and again. Let that go viral because we let so much dumb shit go viral. We let so much trauma, so much dysfunction go viral. This is not only for us, but this is for your neighbor. This is for the neighbor kids. A lot of times when you get into situations, when you get caught up in the streets, you actually, sometimes you want to get out of it, but you don't have an out. Sometimes you're looking for an out. Let's help people get their out. This is an out for a lot of people. And imagine if this dude leave the gang, leave the streets and become the next engineer, the next bus driver, the next Kadar in the building, the next bus driver, the next, he's in the STEM program now, the next engineer. When I say engineer, I don't mean audio engineer. I mean the next engineer, like the next Elon Musk and these dudes, because we need a lot of that. And a lot of us, that I want y'all to understand, a lot of us have powerful minds. We have powerful minds, we have ingenuity, but what we don't have a lot of times is the motivation, the resources, and we operate from the state of defeat. So every time we do something, we always operating out of the state of desperation. Sometimes the desperation beat us down and we start to settle. So that's why we join gangs. That's why we become deviants. That's why we become ultra violent. Some of us out of our mind, because the desperation, we just get tired of being desperate. We tired of not eating right. We tired of not living right. We tired of living in poor conditions. We tired of certain things. So what happens is the desperation set in and we just give up. So we just like, yo, I'm gonna just be destructive because I don't see no hope. So when you start giving people hope, not the Jesse Jackson hope, but the hope that you could see me that come from where you come from. See, a lot of times people say, yo, he'll do a podcast and then he'll talk about himself. You know why I talk about myself? Because I come exactly where you come from, even further behind some people. If you know my story, you know my story, right? But one thing that I never did is I never gave up on me. And it's times where I wanted to quit on me. And it's times that I believe that I probably did quit on myself, but then I just snap right out of it. And even right now, right? Before I go, because I ain't going to keep y'all that long, right? If you ever fall off, get back on. Don't kick, have that talk with yourself, kick yourself in the ass, but just get back on. Many times we go down, we spiral when we feel like we fell off. So you might be on a weight loss journey. You lost 25, you gained 15 back, but you still 10 up. Look at it like that. I'm telling you, you still 10 up. Do not beat yourself up. Listen, you lost 25 pounds, you gained 15 back, you still 10 up. Look at it like that, yo. I'm still 10 up. I got to get my 15 back and then keep going. Stop beating yourself up for everything. Have patience with yourself. Have grace with yourself. If God took 7 days to build the heavens and earth, who are you to think you're going to change something in one day? And although that might be mythos, but it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. So now we at the point in time where, yo, you got all the opportunity in the world right now. Let me tell you something, right? Right now, you could do whatever you want to do right now. Did you know that? Anything that you want to achieve, this is the time where it's right at your fingertips. If you could just focus and get the discipline, yo, you could do whatever. I tell y'all all the time, man. One time, I looked in the mirror and I was 300 pounds. And I said, who the fuck is this? I promise you, I said that to myself. And I didn't never picture myself smaller. I never pictured myself losing weight. And then I just did that shit, right? And when I did that, I was like, these motherfuckers in trouble. These motherfuckers in trouble because, yo, I did that shit. Like I didn't cheat. It wasn't none of that zimpy zimp back then. Like I was fucking riding my bike 22 miles, looking at my calories, but then I learned all the information and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, I did that. I wanted to be on television. I did that. I had a billboard in Times Square. I did that. I wanted to separate myself from some people in the building, establish myself. I did that. So I've operate from the space that I could do whatever I want. I'm unstoppable. That's just how I operate. Because when you overcome obstacles, you know it's going to be more. Just overcome them. If you're a part of the gang and you feel like you gave the gang most of your life and you didn't accomplish anything from that, but just trials, errors, hurt, jail, and you just say, yo, man, I want to wear blue today. Blue is fly, but all I wear is red. Yo, a lot of times, man, you just got to know when to give in. Like the street life. Yo, I never seen myself not being in the street. I never seen myself not trying to prove that I was tough. And you know what's some real shit? Shout out to my brother Chewy too, man. Shout out to my brother Chewy. I'm talking to the bro Chewy today. And we was talking about how we grew up. And we were talking about how a lot of shit we did because we was scared. You know that? You know most street dudes are offensive because you don't want to be defensive. So you start doing shit to show people, yo, I ain't no joke. Don't play with me. But we grown now. Information is different. We don't have to go to libraries no more. We don't have to read encyclopedias no more. All that shit is in the palm of your hand. Any information that you want is at the palm of your hand right now. So you could You could learn anything. You could go to YouTube University. You could go to Google Academy. You know, you just gotta apply yourself. So many times when people hit me and say, yo, how you such and such? That's why I get a little mad, because I'm like, yo, instead of you looking at these African girls shake their ass on there, or you looking at these weirdos shake their ass, these weird chicks shaking their ass and all this stuff on Instagram, you need to find out what your niche is and learn what it is you doing in that. Because all that shit that you think you getting, you ain't getting nothing. And you're not going to use my intellectual property anymore, because I'm a studier. I'm a person who going to sit here and learn stuff. If you look at look, let me show you something real quick. If you look at the tabs I got open, that'll tell you right there. I be studying it. Each tab means something. You know what I'm saying? So y'all really got to learn to refocus. Shout out to my partner Steele today. He told me he deleted the game off his phone. He like, yo, I'll be playing this shit for 2 hours, man. That's 2 hours I could be doing something else. But I just want to say, man, give yourself some grace. You came a long way. You still here. You got a long way to go. Life is long but short at the same time. Give yourself grace. Stop being so hard on yourself, because it pushes you down a rabbit hole of defeat, depression, and despair. So you don't want to do that to yourself. Give yourself some grace. Say, yo, you know what? I am fucking up. But you know what? I fell off. I'm getting back on. I fell off, but I'm getting back on. I know what I got to do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that's you talking to you, right? And if you believe in a mystery God, or you think you God, that voice that you hear talking to you, that's you. Believe it or not, that's you. That voice that you hear, that's your voice in a whisper. It's not a loud voice that's yelling to you. It's a whisper voice telling you, yo, you ate too much. Yo, you need to get on your shit. That's you talking to you. That's you talking to you. That's your higher consciousness talking to you, telling you, yo, it's going to be okay. It's not a foreign voice. That's your voice. It's just a whisper. It's just a whisper. So if you got to listen to you got to listen to that voice. It's 2025, man. Look around. Go on Facebook. So many people didn't make it. You here for a reason. Just serve your purpose. Find your purpose. Yo, this is my purpose. This is what I want to do. This is what I got planned. Find your purpose and just work towards it. That's it. And stop feeding your distractions. Feed your focus, right? You got to feed your focus. What do you focus on? What it is you trying to do? Start doing that. Stop letting these people, right, who feed that low vibration in you, stop rocking with that. You have to, because it's not doing nothing for you. Vibrations is although you can't see it, you could feel it. You could vibrate high, you could vibrate low. There's certain music you could listen to that lowers your vibration. Certain frequencies and sounds and that lowers your vibration. You got to start listening to jazz sometimes. You got to start listening to just straight up piano sometimes. Sometimes you got to listen to some horns. Sometimes you got to listen to some gospel. Don't listen to it for the religious aspect of it. Listen to it from the positivity and the love aspect of what they talking about. Sometimes if we could listen to words about, getting head and making a menage and all that, then we could listen to whatever your interpretation of God is going to be. Gospel music is the most relaxing music besides jazz. I listen to gospel, but I don't listen to it for the religious aspect of it. I listen to it for the relaxing aspect of it. So sometimes you got to change what you listen to. Sometimes you got to do different things, because doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, is called insanity. So sometimes when you see me say, yo, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do this, that has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with these talks that we're having tonight. This got to get pushed to the masses. It's not about views, money, and none of that. but it's about people around you. And when you got people around you that have peace and harmony in their life, you live better. When you live in a community where you know it ain't no gunshots, you ain't smelling no weed, there's no blunt guts on the floor, there's no barking dogs, there's no bottles being thrown. That's your community. So you have to build up your community. And how you build up your community, that's people. So we got enough fuck shit. We got enough fuck shit. We could just go find that right now. Fuck shit is available. Dysfunction is available. It's right now. You could just, somebody live right now with all the dysfunction. And it's not about me. I ain't no holy roller because I like to, I like to snuff people when they deserve it. I'm not into violence. I'm against senseless violence. But violence is okay. But I think we all at a point where we beating ourselves up. So you joining things, you doing certain things that you have no business doing because it's coming from a place of desperation. You gave up. Nah, you can't give up. Because if you believe anything about yourself, your ancestry, your family, why you think it was so important for me to see, yo, do you know, I know I said I'm leaving, I'm about to leave. Do you know last Saturday, me seeing my grandmother, I ain't see her since 2021, my brother's funeral. See, me seeing my grandmother completely changed me. Like it just completely, like, I just found out so much about my lineage, my family, from an elder. Then I met some of my young little cousins that I didn't even know. You gotta start doing things that's gonna make you happy. You gotta start doing things that's gonna uplift you. That bottle, that reefer, sleeping with mad people, oppressing other people, that shit don't make you happy because it puts you in the hamster wheel. That's why you go back again. That's why you go right back to that. You go right back to that. Let the happiness be addictive like the sadness is. I'm a person that you can talk to when you're in a sad state, but I can't. I could visit there with you, but I can't stay there. And if you go on this social media, all we see is dysfunction. The dating world is bad because you might, for the fellas, you might try to find a true woman on there, but all of them got their clothes off or they doing some shit that you don't respect. Ladies, you go online and you see stuff and you see dudes just doing the most. You starting to see dudes like dudes with wigs on. Like it's just all twisted. But that shit got to start with you, yourself, and your confidence. And I just think y'all gotta work on building your confidence back up. That's not a financial thing. That's not an outfit. That's not any of those things. That's not any of those things. That's you having a talk with you and listening to you. You tell you. The mind control the body don't control the mind. So that's your mind talking to you. So that's why you get butterflies in your stomach, because butterflies is nothing but adrenaline in your stomach running sometimes when you know you're doing something wrong. Chemically, your body is telling you, yo, be scared. That don't make no sense to do that. And for you to go against your body in science, you on some bullshit. You ever be about to do something and you know it's foul and your body is scared, you get scared. The fear is telling you, don't do it. But you go against the fear and do it anyway. Your body is warning you. Your brain is sending a signal to your hands, your legs, your stomach, your lip, whatever, to tell you, yo, this is the wrong thing. So I'm going to send a signal to one of your body parts and have you afraid. And you'll go against science in your own body to do some dumb shit. Gotta stop doing that. Whenever you get scared and nervous about some shit, it's for a reason. Whenever you get around people and you be like, I don't feel comfortable, it's for a reason. Whenever you hear certain tones and frequencies, certain tones of people's voice, the way they speak to you, the way they speak at you, the way you hear them talk to other people and you get a little uneasy, it's for a reason. You gotta start listening to your body. Because that's your mind. That's that brain telling your body, yo, the fuck away from this. Or yo, you have no business being around here. This call, we call it in the streets, we call it aura. We call it intuition. We call it, yo, something don't feel right. But you stayed. And you be like, I knew something wasn't right. I wasn't feeling good. And then what happens? You get locked up. Dudes come through and boom the block up. And you knew. You felt it. Yo, I didn't feel right. What you say? Something in my spirit was telling me. And you go against your higher self. Stop going against your higher self for this stupid shit. Stop doing that. Because you only hurt you. So when you see something that don't sit right with you, it's for a reason. Intuition, thank you. It's for a reason. You ever just been in a room with people and you like, this ain't my room. I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Rest in peace to my brother. Before my brother got married, he had a bachelor party. There was a couple of his homies in there. It was one of my cousins there, and I was there. And I went for my brother for his bachelor party, and they were smoking cigarettes. It was like a lot of loud talk, music. Niggas were smoking weed, cigarettes, and drinking. Then I seen one dude get up and he started dancing. He kicked the beer bottle over. And I was like, yo, Mel, I'm out. He said, I know. I promise you. He said, I know. I said, I'll call you later. I called him the next day. He said, yo, I know why you left. I said, yeah, man, like, I looked around that room, man. Nobody in that room but you gave me inspiration. I ain't want to be like near nigga in that room. It was nothing in that room. I didn't belong in that setting, man. I didn't belong. And he said, yo, I know. That's why when you said you leaving, I was like, I know. See, me, I'm the type of nigga, I get the creeps. Like, yo, nah, these niggas, I don't want to be around these niggas. Like, fuck I'm doing around them? These niggas do whatever. You know, so again, I just want to say that because it's very, very important, because this is the reason, and I'm going to tie it all in. This is why we join gangs. This is why we be very, very promiscuous. This is why we drink so much. This is why we smoke so much. This is why we're volatile. This is why we're angry. This is why we sad. Because a lot of times we don't know our purpose, and we kick ourselves in the ass and we go deeper, deeper, deeper into that sunken place. And it's really all in your mind. You got to give yourself some grace and say, yo, you know what? I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. Just stop being so hard on yourself and stop letting people push their fears on you. You know, I once was around people, or people around me, that anything that I want to do, they was trying to tell me how, you know, you shouldn't do this way or that. Yo, y'all know me. I don't listen to nobody. And people really, really would push their fears on you, always make you second guess yourself. If you're around anybody that always make you second guess yourself, or any decision you make, they never say good job or say, I understand, or yo, go for it. Anytime that you come up with something that you want to do and somebody always want to tell you the bad side of shit, they don't know you already contemplate that. Get the fuck away from them. And I suggest that everybody take some time to have solitude. Be one with yourself. I don't mean jerking off or spanking your monkey or nothing like that. But just figure out what you about, what you want. Because what you want might not be what nobody around you want. And like I told you on Drink Champs, when they can't share your success, they don't want you to have it either. And they're going to do whatever they got to do to stop you. Don't let them stop you from achieving your success, whether it's weight loss, whether it's a promotion, whether it's mopping the floor, whether it's painting. No matter what it is you want to do, stay away from people that always telling you the bad in something. Being hard on yourself too is discipline. I get it. But me, the discipline I got, sometimes, and I'm glad, I thank you, Victory R Views. I'm Victory Av Views. Sometimes being hard on yourself is discipline. Growth don't happen in comfort. I absolutely agree with that. And I'm the testimony of discipline. But this is the problem. Sometimes your discipline betrays you and you have to live your life. So it's okay if you eat clean for 6 days and you have a meal where you're not eating clean. It's okay if you're a workaholic and you say, I'm sleeping in today. Because sometimes discipline becomes routine and then you become a robot and you forget that you're a human. So you have to be careful with discipline. Discipline is a great thing, but used poorly can work against you. And then you forget that you're a human because you got to interact with humans. So say if you married and you go to work every day, you stay overtime every day because you need the money. You could forget your anniversaries, you could forget birthdays, and you forget that you got to spend time with your significant other. You're not married to the job. You're married to a person. So you have to learn the balance. What you said is there is no growth and comfort. But then again, when we uncomfortable, sometimes we get desperate. And that's where the sadness coming at, because you start saying, yo, I should be here by now. By this time, I should have this. By this time, I should have been this already. And you start trying to speed up your process. Anything that's meant for you gonna be meant for you. You're gonna fumble some shit. You're gonna fuck up some shit. But that's how you learn and grow. You learn and grow from, well, me, I live vicariously through others. But you learn and grow through your mistakes as well. But at the same time, if you get, if you make mistakes, you could beat yourself up, because a lot of times people, Bomani, and a lot of times, you know, you got people in your ear telling you you're stupid. You know, if you succumb to what people say about you, what would you be? Because rarely do you hear, yo, good job, you great. Rarely do you hear, yo, I'm proud of you. You rarely hear that. We got to accomplish something that we say we proud of somebody. You're not wrong, no, Victory of Views. You understand what I'm saying? You're not wrong. I get what you're saying, but we both saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But rarely do you hear people say, I'm proud of you. Rarely do you hear people say, yo, good job. Damn, you did that? Salute. It's always, yo, see, I would have did it this way. Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, you got this amount of subscribers. He got this. So rarely do you ever feel like you're adequate enough, because somebody is always setting the barometer high for you that they can't even achieve. You should hear some of the shit that people have said to me before. Living in my fucking crib. It would blow your brain. You would be like, what? Imagine somebody living with you, and if you didn't do certain things, they wouldn't be able to live with you, but then they act like you're not adequate or they're better than you in something. Motherfucker, you live with me. I don't live with you. This my shit. But Bonnie, yo, it take a lot, man. You never gonna hear no, and it's sad because that I'm proud of you, yo. When I walked in, I told this on the other live, but I'm gonna tell you. When I went to see my grandmother, me and Tad went to see my grandmother. As soon as I walked in, she didn't know we was coming. And my grandmother looked at me and said, I was just thinking about you. You brought me on the stage and you was telling the audience, this is my grandmother, and she took care of me since I was 2 years old when my mother died. I was just thinking about you. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, you asleep or you? She's like, I don't know. I was just thinking it. I'm like, wow. So shit like that forever, it changes you. That's why you got to go where the love is. Sometimes you know where that comfort is going to be at. You got to go there. I don't care if it's going to get you an ice cream cone, walking around the mall, doing whatever. Sometimes you got to go if it's children, sometimes you got to go where people really, really appreciate your presence. Because everybody have you thinking you a piece of shit, especially on the internet, right? None of us is motherfucking great enough on the internet. Oh, he got this. I'm going to take that nigga out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, my grandmother, I walked in because she ain't see me in, it'll be 4 years now since my brother's funeral. When she saw me, she's like, I knew you was here. My grandmother's, one thing about my grandmother, she's not real sentimental or animated. But she's like, I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about you. And I'm like, and that was the first time she ever said something like that. Like, yo, you brought me on the stage and you told the audience, this is my grandmother. And she took care of me when my mother died when I was only 2. We never had no conversation like that in life. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. But Monty, believe it or not, the internet became real for people. It became real for people because this has become people's reality. And this is how we gauge one another. We gauge each other, appreciate you. We gauge each other by likes, views, pictures. You know, this is how we gauge each other. Sadly. We gauge, oh, you didn't like my post, or you didn't support my efforts and all that. So I've been got past that because I already know we in a day and time where fuck that nigga is bigger than everything, you know, seriously. So that's why we can have people like Adam22 just come play with us, come play with our culture and laugh because we're going to celebrate him. Because, you know, white ice is colder. Did you ever even notice in the hip hop space, anytime somebody white do it, they just automatically get validated. They automatically get propped up as one of the emerging people in it. And our culture, shit that we created, when the other come into it, we be all like. That's why people would say shit like, damn, for a white girl, she got ass. Because a lot of shit be an anomaly, but it's at the same time, it was manufactured. Shy Northside says, when it comes to losing weight, because I grew up playing sports and in the boxing family, working out is fun to me. I struggle saying no to good food. Yo, man, sometimes you gotta eat, man. Yo, when me and Tad hit North Carolina, now let me tell you something, right? So my grandmother, being that she's elder, you know, when they get older, they stop eating. So she isn't eating. You know what I'm saying? She don't be eating like that. So me and Tad, we starving. We was on the road. Well, I was driving. Tad was calling the hogs. I think he stayed up with me for a little while, but I drove there and back, right? So we get there, we like, yo, what you want to eat? Now, I'm a nigga. I like chicken. I don't always eat chicken, but this particular day, my grandmother loved chicken breast. She will not eat a wing, a leg, nothing, but I know she'll eat a chicken breast. So it was a choice between KFC, Popeyes, and Bojangles. Bojangles won. So we got some Bojangles. We got some biscuits. We got her mashed potatoes and gravy. She sat there and ate. And they was looking at her like, yo, she eating. I'm like, because her grandsons is here. Like, you know, me and Tad have always been her protectors. So it's like, how you doing, Rashida? You know, she ate. She took a piece of chicken and ate her mashed potatoes with gravy on it. And it was like, yo, she ate. So that, you know, that feel good just to see her eat. And I met I met 2 of my little cousins that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my grandmother ate. So it's like, yo, we got her to eat. Actually, I got content of her explaining our family too. We were showing her pictures and she was explaining who was who in the family. I even got a picture of my great grandmother in here that I showed y'all my great grandmother. It's my great grandmother. That's my grandmother's mother. So I got this picture like, where the hell y'all had this picture at? You know what I'm saying? So this is my grandmother's mother. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we was just talking about family stuff.
And the Lewis. And in the house, we got John Henry, we got Vernon.
So Tad was showing her the census of her on the census, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very it was a spiritual trip. You know what I'm saying? Next time tea and the butter roll, that was only in New York. You know what I'm saying? But she ate some chicken and you know, that's what it is. But I told y'all my grandmother used to sit, the 2 braids in her hair. That's what I remember. And they showed a picture. I never seen my great-grandmother young. Well, of course I wouldn't. But that's my great-grandmother. I never seen her young, ever. So, you know, like I said, certain things are very, very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing my great-grandmother was dope. I never, you know, that was dope. So, yeah. All right, y'all, man. Let me get up out of here. It's late. I got on 2 watches. I got the Galaxy on, and I got the Apple Watch, and I find that the Galaxy Watch is a little bit more accurate. Give me like another 200-300 steps. So I'm rocking with the Galaxy. So that was my challenge to see which one is dope. But I also have 2 phones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to link the Galaxy to one phone and link the Apple to another phone. So again, drop my flag challenge for all the brothers out there who want to leave the damn who want to leave these gangs. Drop my flag challenge. Hit up Hocus 45th, and talk to your big homie. And that's it. So with that, man, I'm out of here. Until next time, peace.